I'm back. I told you to get you an interview, right, with at least one person who was forced to turn Muslim in this prison, HMP Woodhill, maximum security facility where I am, where extremism is ignored by the governors in this prison, right? And I've got you someone here. You see a little head pop in here. little head popping interview here, but I'm laughing at the situation, right? Because I've got to make a joke of it because of the gravity of it, right? Now these extremists are flourishing in this prison in a maximum security jail, right? Now you think, how is that allowed to happen? Right? The reason why it's allowed to happen is because you've got the likes of Governor Parsons, the security governor, who turns a blind eye to extremism in this prison, right? This lad who I'm with now, right? He was forced to turn Muslim, and then he tried to get him to commit acts of terror. Right now, I'm going to speak to him now, and you'll hear his story, right? And you'll see the truth. You'll hear the truth, the true reality of what goes on inside these high security prisons, right? What the public don't know about, right? What the security governors try and hide, because terrorists are getting nicked of mobile phones and not getting charged of it. They're getting brushed under the carpet because they don't want the bad publicity of a terrorist being found with a phone. That's a fact, right? So what they do is they say, just forget about it, right? And that anything could be on that phone. They could be planning acts of terror. But listen, just do us a favour, introduce yourself. What's your name, mate?
My name's Lewis.
Your name's Lewis. Yeah, look, Lewis. Do you know when you first landed in this prison? What happened when you first come to this prison?
I had a few Muslim fellows come to my cell with a book in their hand. At this time, I just lost my brother, so my head was all over the gaff. They've offered me this book. I've said no. I'm not really into this sort of like setting. My head's not at that right frame of mind. As I've asked them to leave the cell, one's took as a disrespect. I've blocked myself as one's tried hitting me, and then the other ones come from behind and scrape the back of my head, which I've left me with a scar where they sliced the back of my head and the back of my ear.
That scar there, yeah?
That's behind my ear where they tried chopping it off.
So was that the first one before the second attack?
Yeah.
One. Before we speak about the second attacks, right, you know, the scars, continue with what happened after that.
So after that, I've said no. They've then to that disrespect. All that mad stuff's happened in the cell. But after that, they were just talking about things that they wanted me to do.
No, we're jumping to the gun a little bit here, right? We're talking about how did you convert to Islam?
I did, yes.
You converted. So why did you convert?
Because I didn't have nowhere to go. I didn't have officers there to talk to. I didn't know anyone to talk to, and I just was stuck. I was in a corner basically, and no one was trying to help me, and I thought that was the only way out.
But what these extremists, right? Because they're not Muslims, they're extremists, right? There's a difference. But so these extremists, so did they put pressure on you to convert?
Yes.
To become Muslim?
Yes.
And then after you become Muslim, what did he start doing? Did he stay in with you, or did he ask you to do anything? Like, did he try and brainwash you in any sort of way?
To basically drive into people, get into cars, drive into people.
Is this when you get released?
When I get released, yeah.
So they were asking you to
basically drive into people, do acts of terrorism. Do you know what I'm trying to say?
In what sort of way? So I understand what you're saying about driving into people, but like, was there any sort of leading up to that? Was he trying to speak to you about anything else, trying to groom you in any sort of way? Or did it come straight out with it driving into people?
No, they were trying to groom me.
What were they saying to you?
Just getting into my head, just trying to make me feel like I was wanted, basically, and I knew that I wasn't, but it was just.
So they were trying to make you feel special.
Basically, yeah, they were making me feel like I was wanted because I've never had that before. Do you know what I mean?
So once you turned Muslim, they started trying to make you feel like you was wanted, and then you started. So then what happened then? So when you said, how did the conversation come about when they told you when you get released to drive into people? How did that come about? What happened?
So they were talking about how deep the faith was, how outside a lot of people ain't doing what they're supposed to be doing, and my act when I get out, if I was to act upon it, would help that situation. So they were trying to brainwash me into helping other people, but that wasn't the case. So they wanted you to drive into people, is that what you're saying? Basically, yeah.
So where did they say you would go to when you get released? Did they say they put you in contact with anyone?
Yeah, they'll put me into contact with people and they'll come pick me up and then I'll just go from there.
So you know, this is a familiar story that I keep getting told inside prison, right? A familiar that these extremes are saying they'll put you in contact with someone, and then once they're released, right? But look, what we're all wanting to know is how did you get away from it then? What happened when did you initially agree to do it?
I just said no. I put a stop to it. I said
no. But before was there any sort of did you at any stage say yeah, I'll do it, or did you just say point blank no?
Yeah, I said yeah, I'll do it.
Did you? And then what were they saying to you then?
They were praising me, giving me hugs as if it was a special occasion, as if I'd done something good.
So then after that, when you finally turned around and said no, how did that come about? What was the conversation you had?
I was proper like looking into things like on a bigger note and saw that the things that they were telling me wasn't right. So I just stood up for myself and said no, I can't do this no more.
And what happened to you then?
Then I got slashed.
Again? So you got a second slashing?
I got a
show
second
us the second slashes.
So the second slashings
on your head there?
On my head, where behind my ear.
You can see that.
Behind my ear.
Yeah, let's see the other one, the recent one you got.
And then on my arm, there.
So, wait, let's just see the protect. So that's when you let me just see if I can get that in.
Yeah.
So that's off when you tried to defend yourself.
Yeah.
Put your arm up.
Yeah.
Right, let's see the one on your face.
The one behind my ear.
Let's see the first. That was off the first.
Yeah. Second one's the one on my temple there.
Yeah.
And then the third one's down the side of my cheek.
See, now this is what happens, right? This is what the prison authorities don't want you to know, right? The true reality of what goes on inside prison. But what happened then? How did you get away from them after you slashed it? What happened?
One of the officers said to me, "Do you want to go onto this wing that I'm on now? Because there's someone on there that can help you."
Who was that someone?
I don't really know.
Who was that? Well, don't just you know. I'm on camera, so you can say who it was. Who was that someone that the member of staff said?
So this person here, you. Basically, that you don't take none of that sort of stuff. You're basically stopping all of that bad like stuff that they're trying to do, and that would be safe, and that you'd look after me over it.
So initially, he didn't want to tell you that it was me, right? That the member of staff said to move on to my wing. So that's what a member of staff said to you, to move on to my wing, and it won't happen. It won't happen to you again.
Yeah.
See, now that's what I'm saying to you. These fucking staff in here, right? They're saying to prisoners like this, right? To move on to my wing, right, onto the wing where I am, if they don't want to be forced to become extremists, right? How is that right? I'm a prisoner, right? They're members of staff. They should be dealing with this situation, right? They shouldn't just be moving prisoners onto the wing where I am because we don't tolerate extremist behaviour on this wing, right? They shouldn't be doing that. So what do the staff say to you? You can be straight and honest, because this is I'll give you permission to be straight and honest about me. I know you don't like speaking about me, but you can. What did the member of staff say? What was the exact words the member of staff said about me to you?
So move over to 4B because there's another prisoner on the wing that doesn't tolerate any of that sort of stuff and is totally against extremism, and that he could protect you and look after you.
So an officer said another prisoner, i.e. me. Is that what he's referring to?
Yeah.
Yeah. See, and that's what I'm saying to you. That's not right, is it? I'm a prisoner. I'm in for a fucking driving offence, right? I'm in a prison full of extremists, in a maximum security prison, right? I've only got a few months left. I've served 17 months, and you think, how the fuck is a member of staff saying this to prisoners? Move on to my wing, and a scout's on there to protect you. That's not right, is it? Do you know what I mean? This is the reality of the mess up, or the mess and the state this prison's in. It's disgusting, the fact that this is happening. It's wrong. But yeah, that's my interview there. But well, you might have a little nose around my pad. I know some of you are probably wondering, but let's have a little nose. Let's see, where are we? Yeah. Keep that down so you can't see my photos. Yeah, let's see. So little there's my books. A bit of Rocks and Minerals, 48 Laws of Power, some psychology books. Oh, there's a couple of phones. These little Zancos are alright. They are as well. Stock up on the tuna. Always protein. And then that's my view outside my window. And that's my cell. Yeah, and that's it. But listen, as I said, I want to continue doing these videos and exposing the truth. And that's it. See you later.